We're about to enter round 3 of 5 in the first of the North Star Invitational Qualifier series. We've had a couple quick aggro games so far today. We weren't able to get those on stream, but recordings will be uploaded later. We are about to enjoy a very interesting matchup, though. Vynnset versus RKO. What do you think about that, Charlie?
Well, Nate, this is a matchup that I've played on as the RKO side a little bit. It's at least historically pretty well RKO favored. RKO can do pretty well, kind of grinding the game down to a halt. But this was also kind of before kind of the reinvention of the Vynnset lists, being able to build up to those bigger turns. It's hard to punch through. Like, okay, I'm going to set up and do nothing. Set up and do nothing. Here's 30 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the onus is very much on the Vynnset player to break through RKO's defenses here,
For sure,
right?
for sure.
It's on you to beat me, the RKO says. Well, that being said, I think the players are about ready to get started. Let's head on down to the battlefield and see what's cooking up here.
Absolutely.
AJ on Vynnset. He knows this deck inside and out, doesn't he?
He does. He's been playing this more or less since it came out.
A bit of a room blade specialist, might you say?
Yeah, he's been on Vynnset before that. Been playing basically every other Rune Blade. Always playing Rune Blades in Sage. Won a battle hardened on Briar in Sage.
Won a battle hardened not too long ago. Yeah, that was January of this year.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Some of you who may have been watching that might have remembered a very loud shout during the top 8 coverage, and that was the Channel Lake, Michigan team celebrating JJ's win and the gold foil face purgatory that he opened right after.
We might get to see that on stream here.
That was incredible. That was incredible.
I know he's intending on keeping the card. I think he plays with it, so which is awesome.
All right. Looks like players are finishing up, shuffling up here. I think we missed the die roll. Savage Claw. Anybody get a little bit sad when they look at a brute and they see Savage Claw?
Every time.
Every time, right?
Every time. Yeah. It's even more reason for decks for heroes like RKO to roll scabs. And this is going to be a big part too of like if JJ sets up how the RKO player, like if the RKO player can get some extra action points off scabs. There are some go against sources, nobly like looking for a scrap, but now without claw, that's like 3x, minimum 3 swings of a claw that would otherwise have go again.
Absolutely.
Now just down the drain.
Yeah, just got to risk that Scabskins roll.
So.
Find the action points to use those cards in hand. As is, playing defensively, he will certainly get a few turns where JJ simply sets up and passes. So yeah, that's when we might see those aggressive scab activations.
So it looks like we have a pretty standard equipment layout on both sides. We have face perk, tunic, vexing coal hand, creepers on JJ's side with the flail and with the grimoire, into scabskin, scowling flesh bag, and what we're expecting to see out tunic. So our RKO player going first, playing the booze to get booed, generate the vigor for the following turn, and sending in a blue sirens for 4. So this will already help to make sure that RKO player's life total is higher, and that's just always the big fight. And that's another big aspect of the matchup too, is that Vynnset with taking blood debt damage will generally always be slightly lower in life, so it's going to make all the mocking blows enabled instant value. So it is a little bit of an uphill battle on that end, but if JJ can build up kind of fast to a big turn, blow the life total down, make it really kind of flip that on its head.
Force the RKO to kind of play from behind for most of the game.
Yeah, and that's really can be really difficult in spots for Revile KO.
See JJ taking his time on a block here. Certainly not interested in giving up life for free. but
Yeah.
Vynnset does have certain cards that they can see early on that they just don't want to let go.
So blocking with a call, taking one, go down to 39, and our KO player goes up to 41.
So JJ choosing not to give that second card to save the one value.
So
Jacob Brady, our RKO player,
Mhm.
sending a card, drawing up, ready to see what JJ has for him. Looks like we're going to see a widespread ruin banished. Create the rune chant. JJ representing his blood debt cards.
It's grasp, not vexing cool hand.
Mm.
So this actually works out quite nicely. So you can pitch the blue, generate the second rune chant, can already swing the widespread ruin. But it might, like we mentioned, it might be a good spot to just kind of sit back and wait a turn. We know that. Okay, so I'm just going to build up, go up to 5 rune chants. Or sorry, 4 rune chants. And then I don't know. I think it just likely is going to pass. Just
happy
take
to
the one.
Happy to take a blood debt.
Yep.
Happy to set up with 4. Try and go for a bigger turn next turn.
This is a solid spot to do it. I can pretty easily, if he draws some type of go again enabler. Couldn't really get too good of a look. Saw what looked to be an envelop and a eloquent eulogy, but Jacob starting off, vigor pops, generating the first resource.
The vigor can be so important for the RKO as well, enabling a 1-card RKO activation.
Mm-hmm.
4 resources to make target attack action card base power 6.
Yes.
It can be so powerful when you see them sending in these small, maybe innocuous attacks, but depending on how the RKO handles the turn, it can turn into a chunk of 8, 10, even more damage very quickly.
So starting with Insult to Injury, this is a new card from Compendium that has go again if you're at a higher life than your opponent, which like I mentioned, this is like this is how RKO can kind of convert the larger hands, and also this can be very sneaky too because like you don't know which chain link the RKO activation is going to come from.
Absolutely. So it's very similar to what we see from our dual wielding classes, like which chain link are you going to commit blocks to? Because you could get punished either way.
For sure.
Similarly here, which chain link is the RKO going to choose to buff?
Looks like it's going to be maybe the next one. As this is seeing the red insult to injury is kind of nice because it's just more ways to convert those larger hands if you're left with them, and it still blocks for 3 regardless. So yellow mocking blow by default this is going to be 4. It's +3 and a boo, so a vigor for the following turn. So this with the RKO activation goes up to 9. So that's a 3-card 12 plus a vigor.
12 plus a vigor, though I think it still leaves a card stranded in Jacob's hand.
It does.
So you do have to account for that in your value calculations. That being said, still a healthy chunk of damage that JJ does need to respect.
So using
the activation,
RKO bump this up to 9. It's a block with a eulogy to cover 3. So JJ going to take 6 here. Wonder if maybe that last card in hand is something like an agile windup or a sigil of solace.
Something to just convert.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob not really posturing like so at this time. He does have 2 vigors for his trouble.
Yeah, but now Jacob after his first turn, JJ's already at 29. So this is exactly where you want to be in Jacob's seat. Looks like that last card couldn't convert. Don't blame him also for not rolling scabs there. It's not really worth the risk. So it's a yellow Deathly Whale going in the banish. We'll see what JJ's follow-up is. Pitch a Dirge, play Envelop, going up to 6 rune chance.
Coming in for a tall attack here.
Paying the 1. So he's going to aim to guarantee to get some rune chance. This is, looks like he's going to try to even up here. So you send the whale and then break chain and then send the widespread.
Essentially trading a life for a rune chant here, which is a deal I think most Vynsets would make, especially at this stage in the game.
Absolutely. And this guarantees both players lose a life, so you get to generate 2 rune chants when the chain breaks. Don't have to use any of your equipment. Still get to save that last card for the following turn.
Beautiful.
This is what JJ is looking for, is some of those bigger turns.
That being said, now I'm pretty happy as the RKO player, I think, to just pitch the blues if I have them and block if I need to. Keep that life total healthy, attack when he's setting up.
Yes.
Right?
Most certainly. There were 5 rune chants, I want to say, or 5 or 6 rune chants. 5 rune chants.
I see 6 actually. We've got a 5 and then
one that was.
Those die do have 6 sides. That's okay. That's okay.
So they were 5 or 6. So at least you can maybe a couple of those block with some of your 3 blocks. It's also a very reasonable spot if there is a mocking blow of really any color, to just fire off a mocking blow on a 1-card hand. That's still going to be effectively 4 value even at a blue.
Something that's always fascinated me about Flesh and Blood is how playing the heroes really feels like you're playing a character of that class. When you're playing a ranger, it feels like you're lining up a shot, right? When you're playing a brute, it feels like you're playing just a big, beefy, bumbling boy dealing out big chunks of damage. Now, when it comes to the math of the decks, though, RKO plays a value game that I don't think we see in a lot of other brute classes.
Most certainly not. It feels a bit more like an assassin on how this plays out.
I would agree with that. I saw a RKO live on an LSS stream on a late night one night. It was a stream on the other side. It was taking place on the other side of the world. And I saw the fun that RKO player was having with that deck, and I immediately ordered a Marvel. I've yet to present it in a game, but we'll get around to it.
Oh yeah, I do really love this hero. I've been kind of on a Guardian arc as of late, but looking forward to trying to make this work again.
We see Jacob committing some equipment and a card to try to keep his life total healthy. Looks like he might just not have the blues to fuel the turn the way he wants. He chose to not pitch into those rune chants, saying, "Hey, I've still got the life lead. I'm happy to let these vigors fuel my turn to an extent." Maybe he's keeping his 1 blue back for a Kayo activation. Let's see what he's got.
Likely so. Like RKO can do some pretty good things on 2 cards, like 1 power attack into a buff, especially with a vigor. The vigor train kind of keeping all of that going. It almost certainly, Jacob very likely is going to be on 7 or 8 Mocking Blows main with 1 in the board to search up. And this is just a great start to a turn for Jacob.
Love to see that. Just a quick, 1 resource, 5 go again.
And all those Mocking Blows, all 9 copies that are in the 60s.
Base power 1.
Base power 1. Yeah. All these other piddly blues, the insult to injury blue, NIMBYs, all of that's going to be just the 1 power attack that makes looking for a scrap just almost an auto include.
An easy slot in. Blocks 2. So there are certain game textures where you're not happy to have that 2 block in your hand if you can't convert the card offensively, or you can't afford to convert the card offensively.
So we can see JJ already down to 22. Jacob taking some of the rune chance and then a little bit of physical damage, but JJ opting not to try to press the advantage too much further. Don't think he had the texture to be able to activate creepers and get the action point back from the last turn.
This is a perfectly acceptable hand. A perfectly acceptable turn cycle, I should say.
Yep. So there were 3 resources total. So it looks like Jacob using the tunic for the 3rd resource.
We're looking at is this a
2 card 8 plus a sigil.
That's incredible.
That's a perfectly fine turn, and the agile wind up on the end. So for the guaranteed go again. So this is a tough spot if you're JJ, because now this is saying if you don't push through this turn, you might never have a chance to get the life lead. JJ's starting 2 rune chance, tunic up to 3, pretty big spot. discarding the Funeral Moon or banishing the Funeral Moon.
Setting up a couple more rune chants on the board.
That's 2 Malefics. 2 yellow Malefics. So this is
definitely more setup.
Yep. I think this is something definitely that'll fuel another attack or fuel a 2 attack turn pretty easily.
Jacob carefully considering his defenses.
Yep, shadow puppetry. I think opting to pay the 1. So now that the Funeral Moon's online, so he can end up with 3 rune chants after this widespread comes out. So this is 7 go again with 3 rune chants. One of those is unpreventable. There are 2 rune chants on the back at minimum, and then that Funeral Moon coming in behind it.
Funeral Moon lurking, just throwing a little more value, a little more setup for the next turn.
Yeah. So it'll be if you're JJ really hoping for the top card of the deck to be a rune gate attack, you can play.
We haven't seen players roll that high today, have we?
No, not once. Not at all. So this is 3 arcane and 7 physical. The on damage effect, each player that loses life this chain will banish the top card of their deck. And so actually with this, JJ will have 2 shots at a rune gate card. So pretty solid. So looks like Jacob is entertaining pitching a blue mocking blow to cover a couple of the rune chants.
He may have just realized that first arcane is unpreventable. Mm-hmm. Always awkward because you don't want to give a blue in this scenario for only 2 value, but he might be blue flooded. Maybe doesn't have a choice.
I can still see you prevent 2. You save the 1. Almost certainly there's going to be another attack after this. The odds are pretty good. These Vynnset lists are going to run north of over 20 rune gate attacks. So the odds are pretty decent. We haven't seen that many rune gate attacks so far in JJ's hands. So the kind of fuzzy math on that is the odds are pretty good. That's somewhere in those top 2 cards.
JJ very well set up to take advantage if he does walk into a little bit of luck there. He's got the Tunic resource to activate his Grimoire of Felling Song if he needs. He's got a Funeral Moon on deck. Say he finds a 3-cost or even a 4-cost attack that he wants to banish. He could force the issue.
So on the on hit, the shadow puppetry letting you banish the top. Look at the top card, banish it if you like. I think if I'm in JJ seed, I think you just banish it regardless.
1 more banish.
Yep. Then he's going to break the chain. 1 more banish, and that's unfortunate.
Whiff.
Those are 2 whiffs. That is not great.
No blood debt stacked up that I saw.
Yeah, there is a Funeral Moon.
You think we fire that off just to be ready, not take the blood debt?
I think so. I think you're at 18 already. RKO's not without rolling scabs. They're not going to present 20 damage turns.
I've heard a lot of players compare Vynnset to Chain, the infamous early LL Shadow Runeblade. Mm-hmm. I've heard people call Vynnset fixed Chain. I don't know if I quite agree with that, but what if your resources were also your damage? Right? I think most heroes would make that deal. So seeing JJ take that, proactive line, making sure he has the 3rd rune chant makes sense.
Yep.
We see an attack for 7 here.
7 with go again, using the agility from the previous turn's agile windup to kind of get 2 benefits, kind of get the extra 2 power, and not having to say this E-strike has go again. Mm-hmm. As E-strike is for 7 with go again. That's certainly like you meant keep saying RKO has problems converting big hands. Jacob certainly proving me way wrong. Good on him.
Now I think we would have seen a lot of players choose to draw the card in this scenario. rather
I
than the
can
+2.
I can definitely see value if it's something like a swing big, swing big or a mocking blow, something along those lines. Definitely can see
We see
go
the
ahead and draw the card.
chain closing here. Maybe Jacob just didn't feel like he could take advantage of that go again. Yep. So one intellect penalty inadvertently applied there, drawing 3.
So 5 rune chance now after banishing the
Yep.
widespread annihilation. This is a banish from hand, so this is very much meaningful.
Now, I did not see a shadow non-attack action taken, so all this damage should be preventable.
2 yellow malefics will trigger. Those will both go away. Now there's 5 rune chance and 6 arcane. So this is
6 physical, yeah.
yeah, 5 arcane, 6 physical. So
Now, if I have 2 blues in my hand, they're hitting the pitch zone right away, and then I'm just throwing the other 2 cards in front.
yeah, I think like this is certainly a spot where you can easily give your hand, say go next. This is like there's not too much. Yeah, JJ has a tunic counter, but do you really risk using using creepers on like an unknown spot?
Right. I'm also thinking to myself, hey, I'm playing against a Rune Blade. He's going to stumble eventually. Now, Vynnset's picked up a lot of consistency compared to the Vynnset decks of old, back when it first came out in Dusk Till Dawn. Very inconsistent, but we picked up a lot of strong pieces since then.
Yes.
That being said, still a Rune Blade. Still suspect, still beholden to some of those Rune Blade hands where you just draw the pieces in the wrong order. It just doesn't quite work. So it looks like the rune chance went through. Now we're deciding, are we blocking this and giving up a card, or are we taking damage and giving up a card?
Steel Victory blocked stealing a rune chant. Steel Victory is low key one of my favorite cards.
That is something I have not yet seen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. So it looks like we're covering up the 6 physical. Jacob is just planning to give a card, it looks like.
So yeah, there will still be a banish from the widespread annihilation. So Jacob will lose a card from hand, but should still be able to present some type of meaningful damage on the backswing.
Players discussing, maybe figuring out exactly where they are. Still in the reaction step, I believe. Ooh. A pursuit of knowledge getting banished on the chain close.
That's cheeky. I like it.
For a second there, I thought we might be seeing a pummel. JJ was thinking in that reaction step for a minute. I thought, oh.
Yep.
All right. 17 plays 22.
So JJ doing a good job of clawing some life
22
total
plays
back.
17, rather, I should say.
So we see a mocking blow with a rune chant. That mocking blow is gonna end up coming in for 4.
Was that on anybody's bingo card? Mocking blow with a rune chant in front? I don't think so.
Not today.
Love to see it.
So vigor token with the vigor token for next turn. Jacob has 1 card in hand. Tunic's not quite up, so this card's almost certainly destined for the arsenal, but still not a bad turn.
Absolutely.
And with JJ not having meaningful cards in banish, it's probably a setup turn.
So I see a Deathly Whale. I mean, he already has 2 Roonies, right? He can send a 1-card 9. Block with 2 cards.
Yeah.
I'd make that deal all day.
Absolutely. You can't do that. You can't do that forever. Then you start running into the point where like you start fatiguing.
Right.
As the Vynnset player, you do have to try to push through.
Got to look for those chances to set up.
Yes.
Set up those double, maybe even the fabled triple rune turn. Mm-hmm. It can happen.
Can happen, and when it does, it's on. So it looks like there's a couple of rune gate attacks. I don't see a non-attack offhand. See, if this is all attacks, I could definitely see giving up 2 cards here on the blocks, covering 6 on the 4. There's not a threat of this attack going up to 9.
Yeah, Tunic's still sitting on 2. JJ knows he should be pretty safe, pretty face up. It's due consideration. Ooh, it looks like he's considering keeping that widespread annihilation again. He could get there. He can Tunic for his Grimoire Felling Song, create that 3rd rune chant, banish a card at the start of his turn for the 4th rune chant.
JJ's taking the damage, going down to 12.
Interesting.
Banish the Deathly Whale.
Are we looking at a Spellbound Creepers activation?
It's just pitching to play the Deathly Whale.
Ah,
The Deathly Whale
yes.
from hand.
Interesting.
So it does kind of scream that he's going to use creepers here.
Something's fishy here, yes.
Using creepers on the arsenal card, generate another action point.
He must feel he has a way to get back up to 3. So we did not see an on-attack action. So at most he'll get 1 rune chant on the chain close, unless he finds a way to damage himself in the interim.
Which he can do with a creepers activation.
That's true.
If it is a shadow non-attack.
That's true.
They could kind of sneak that in there, get that action point back. Also, you can let 1 rune chant resolve, then activate creeper. It's like, hey, I'm going to pitch for Arcane Barrier.
Sneaky.
So
you want to get 3 value out of that blue? I'm
No.
sorry.
Yeah. So each one of those being individual triggers, there are some real just cool lines.
When I saw the June Gate deck on display in Montreal, I became very interested in Vynnset as a possible candidate for Pro Tour Yokohama. I picked up the deck, and it became very evident to me very quickly that I did not have enough time to master this deck. And this play line illustrates that for me perfectly, because I don't think I would have seen this line. And JJ is finding a way to really challenge RKO's hand, maybe even up the life totals a little bit here.
So it looks like JJ not opting immediately to use creepers. Jacob discarding the shelter as almost a blue in and of itself. Now JJ is going to use creepers.
Some fireworks here in response to the Scowling Fleshbag, getting that last card out of his hand before the Fleshbag trigger resolves, just like Charlie called it. Spellbound Creepers activation, getting himself that ping to make the next arcane damage unpreventable.
So he gets a rune chant off the envelope. When the chain closes, he's going to get, I think, 1 rune chant for himself. He can use Tunic on Grimoire to get a 3rd. So maybe there is there is a little bit another way to kind of approach it too, like mentioned before. Like, you can let the 1 rune chant resolve, and then make the second one unpreventable. But no, this still, JJ should still definitely be able to send the second attack. It might just cost him the Grimoire as well.
And honestly, at the pace this game's going, I think I make that deal. I'll be honest, life totals are lower than I expected them to be at this point. Both players taking a much more aggressive stance than I really thought we were going to see. I was expecting a long, drawn-out game, but these players are happy to take damage.
Yep. Definitely playing a little more mid-range.
Happy to play their hands out. Happy to...
Okay, so it's a block of 4 on 5.
4 on 5.
So, yes, 4 on 5. And then that life is lost. So can't really see what the color of the Deathly Whale is. So that is it was taking 1 going down to 22. So it's going to be 2 rune chants now when the chain closes. So it's going to get 2 rune chants. It gets to keep the Grimoire around, keep the Tunic counter. And then that's going to be, it looks like a red envelope. This is +3 on this Deathly Whale. And one of these it's going to be 3 rune chance.
Beautiful.
Yeah, one of these 3 rune chances is going to be unpreventable.
Beautiful.
So it's just a solid attempt to claw back by JJ.
This is a lot of damage. Jacob thinking hard. He does not want to give up his life lead. His whole engine relies on it. How low do you want to go to keep presenting pressure, sir? Do you just gamble? Give the hand? Say, okay, do it again?
This is still presenting. Is that a red? I think it looks like it's red. And red with a red envelope and a red deathly whale. That is 9 physical.
Another 12.
Yeah, that's still coming 12. So presenting. What was that? That was 3. It was
5 and 3.
yeah, 5 and
Just
3 to start, and
Just a
then
casual
12.
20
Yeah,
value. No big deal.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'll be honest, when I saw JJ's hand, I thought, oh, this is a blocking hand. Easy.
so yeah,
But proving why he is the champion of Battle Hardened Columbus,
oh yeah,
JJ knows his rune blades.
for sure. So this puts Jacob in kind of a tough spot. I'm definitely more inclined to just send me like
Keep the pressure up.
ship cards,
Because
and,
we
like-
are now finally, I think, back to a state of nearly no setup. JJ will get some more rune chance off the
Yes.
back of this Deathly Whale.
He will get it. He will get at least one. Actually, he should get exactly one.
I don't think he took any damage on that chain link.
Yes, that's correct. He should have just the one. Because the chain was closed to give him the rune chance the previous time.
Correct. So that
So he should have just one.
that life he lost for the non-attack action would not apply to this
Yes.
chain link since it was closed manually. So
Yep. So
small misstep. It does happen. Flesh and blood is hard. A
Flesh
wise
and
man
Blood,
once said.
very hard. So Jacob starting with the booze, generate the boo, and this is just one of my favorite plays. Tunic, Vigor, 8 attack.
Hold this.
It's rude.
Swing
It's
big.
so rude.
4, 5, and 6 in the deck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, JJ does have a bunch of 6 power attacks, so he can. He's very easily going to be able to. Should very easily, feasibly be able to give 2 cards, cover this entirely, knock it down to 6 power, not take any damage.
Makes sense.
And at that point, I think we'll probably see just banish 1 card, Arsenal, ship right back. If I had to guess. So JJ just knocking this down to 7, blocking with a widespread destruction, and then using a reduced to rune chant
Ooh.
to cover the 7.
That is very nice.
That
I
is-
you know what? I take back my statement that JJ was in a state of no setup.
Well, he's
'Cause
doing
he
he's doing
found
fine.
the
for
third rune
himself.
chant, and he has a grimoire still chilling there with the tunic counter.
So banishing a deathly whale, get up to 4 rune chants. We'll see what that last card is.
It's going to get to where Jacob no longer has the opportunity to say, "Hey, send me the bill."
Yep.
He's going to have to start respecting this damage very soon.
So that it is an Oblivion in hand. He only has 4 rune chants, so I don't know if this will get active at some point.
I don't know that I see a way for that to happen this turn.
Unfortunately not, but it looks like he is going to set up. He's going to try to set that up for next turn.
Going for the pass here. Okay.
I don't hate it. You will get another rune chant guaranteed off the banish. It's going to putting the onus on Jacob now to have a hand that converts. Stuff like insult to injury is not going to immediately have go again.
Do you think we're going to see a scabs activation here?
I think you might, depending on Jacob's hand texture, which is hard to tell. I think you have to.
I mean, the plan is to win the game, right?
Yes.
And presenting 5 cards of pressure in this spot is the way you do that.
Yes.
I think.
Any roll of 4, 5, or 6 will do it. Really, he needs 2 action
Oh,
points.
look at that. This is a beautiful start. Doesn't even have to commit a card to the pitch zone due to the vigor.
Yep. So it's a really strong start. Banish another one of those mocking blows.
You love to see that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is
Exactly what he wants to
5 go again.
You know, a turn cycle ago, I would have put this squarely in JJ's favor.
Mhm.
Now I'm not so sure. That looking for scrap really, really helps here.
Yes. Now this with Jacob still having 3 cards in hand. This we might see a face perk here. I think this is a fine spot to do it. Sure, it's effectively just discard and draw, but that's JJ lining up the face
Discard
perk.
and draw with potentially eight block attached.
Mhm.
Right now, would you rather see that on a taller attack? Yes, but you don't know when that's coming.
So JJ full covering here, forcing the matter. So Jacob will be down to 3 cards. JJ will go back up to 3 cards. So discarding a mocking blow.
Setting it up there for the third looking for scrap.
Oh yeah, you'd be cheeky and run it in yellow or blue as well.
I forgot that that's a rainbow colored card.
It is so spicy and blue in this deck too, because you have so many targets.
A while back I got rid of a lot of my outsiders bulk. I'm unhappy to say, and I needed looking for scraps for this deck, and I did end up ordering them. I think I paid about $6 each.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, some of these rares from older sets showing us that they can hold value even when reprinted, as you see here, the Compendium of Wraith reprint.
Yeah, oh wow, this is
Going
promising.
Wide.
Is this 5 go again?
Let's see.
I could very easily see this be 5 go again into 0 cost or claw.
7.
7.
So the +2 looking to set a card for next turn.
Still meaningful damage, but 7 is not 11.
Turns out they are different numbers.
Mm-hmm. JJ with another Malefic in hand, with another Deathly Whale. Just covering the 7 with 2/3 blocks and armor. He's going to banish the Malefic, get Rune Chant number 5, take one blood debt.
Not too shabby.
Not bad. So 10 on 10.
Malefic goes to the bin.
So, yep. Tunic break Grimoire for number 6. Play the Oblivion as an instant and send Nazareth in for 6.
Oh my goodness.
That's not a bad turn.
Now, RKO, having just spent a lot of his go again, needs to find a way to either deal with this ally or kill JJ very quickly.
Yes. Yep.
And that might be tough because when you've got an ally sitting on the board, it's pretty easy to just block with your whole hand.
Yes.
That being said, he needs to get that blood debt out of his yard. He is at low enough of a life total that he can't really afford to just eat 3 or 4 blood debt over the next few turns.
Certainly. RKO having problems against Guardians that present Sledge into him. This is Sledge without resources.
Yep.
This is tough. Those Rune Chants sticking around too is yet another threat. So it looks like there's a judge question. I'll take just a quick moment here. Give them an opportunity to reconcile.
Judge Ben, everyone. Solving problems, answering questions. Big thanks to Judge Ben for judging today.
Handsome and smart gentleman.
Jacob being asked, do you want to go to 4, sir? See a sink below, covering up 4 of it.
Yep. Sink to smooth the hand out a little bit. Don't hate it. Take 2, go to 8.
Eight feels better than 4.
Drawing back up. Looks like a couple of widespreads, a Mordred Tide, and a Funeral Moon. So we'll see what kind of meaningful pressure Jacob can come up with. This is not a bad hand if you had the option to keep it, but you're not always going to have the option to keep it.
It's true. It's true. Bigger pops. Tunic on 2. 3 cards in arsenal. Maybe we were thinking about a Scab Skins activation. Yep. Do we have another source of go again?
Can't tell what Jacob has in his hand at this moment, but if I'm looking at multiple, if I want 2 action points, and I think I roll Scabs, and it looks like he's doing just that.
50% chance.
Yep, 50% chance to get there. It's
being said,
it's going to be very difficult to convert 3 action points to be at 6.
2. Okay. Well, it's not a 1.
That's 2 is fine. 2 means you can still play the game. And also, if I'm in JJ's seat, I think seeing the Scabs roll, even if it is a 2, kind of means to me he's probably not able to convert the full 4 cards, or at least 3 of those cards. So
15 minutes left in this round. Definitely take your time when you're playing Flesh and Blood, folks. It is a hard game, but these players will have to, if they want to have the match result with a win, they'll have to maybe speed up a little bit potentially. And look, now that I did not see coming.
Yep. So Strongest survive to kill off the Nazareth, play a Sigil, arsenal the other card. I can definitely see this. Now this is
I kind of like that sequence of choices from Jacob, because he's kind of saying the same thing back to JJ. We have these 6 rune chants. We have Nazareth on board. But JJ also needs to find action points to convert his hand. Yes. And this series of plays, that line that Jacob took does not give JJ the opportunity to do anything.
Certainly.
With any cards that may be clunking up his hand.
So with a whale in the yard, there is no way for JJ to get a second action point based off these cards. No way to give cards go again. But he can still, I think, fire off a Mordred Tide here with the Funeral Moon and a Deathly Whale, and just generate a bunch more rune chants on the back end.
Oof.
Banish off the Widespread Annihilation, go up to 7. Yep, we're going to see just this. We're going to see the Mordred Tide. 7 rune chants is difficult here. It's difficult to cover all of this and cover the Widespread Annihilation. Almost certainly, if I'm in Jacob's spot, I think this 7 and 6, you have 2 blues, cover 6 of the rune chants, block the others, block the rest in front of the Widespread. You're going to take some damage.
Now, for our players wondering why JJ did not play the Mordred Tide before he made the rune chant, it's important to note that the Vynnset hero ability is a start of turn trigger.
Yes.
There's no priority at the start of turn. So he was forced to make that 1 rune chant without the benefit of Mordred Tide. However, it is still active for the rest of this turn.
Yes. Looking like JJ is going to just set up a spot where it's impossible to block all of this out. So at least 1 point will leak through. So the Funeral Moon will be online. You can play the Funeral Moon, generate 2 rune chants off of the back. And that you can play the Funeral Moon from Banish. So you can banish it off the Widespread Annihilation and effectively kind of nullify that quote unquote any downside. Actually, no, he didn't lose life. What am I thinking? So he can still play the Funeral Moon from his hand as an instant.
As long as one leaks through, right?
Yes.
Which is
with seven rune chants, Tunic's not up.
Seems very likely.
Yes.
It also seems to me like Jacob is considering blocks, so the players may have passed the resolution of the rune chants, just not updated life totals yet. Jacob definitely seeming to struggle to find enough blues to fight this onslaught of rune chants that JJ presents turn over turn. We've seen some setup here, but JJ really has never truly taken his foot off the gas pedal this whole game. Took a little setup.
But not like only taking minimal setup turns, not taking multiple.
And not because his deck wasn't feeding him what he needed, but because we've seen him in this past season take this much more methodical, much more setup oriented play style that has certainly served him. Multiple PQ RTN top 8s to Jacob's name, battle hardened wind. This man knows his way around the Rune Blade.
Absolutely. Jacob taking the 7 rune chance, going down to 4. That's a tough spot to be. When all your cards require you to be a higher life total, being down at 4 is
not where you want to be.
Is rough.
Jacob being in the unfortunate position that if he blocks with 2 cards here, he's still going to be required to banish an additional card, currently leaving him with only 1 card at hand and his arsenal.
So, just throwing 6 in front, throwing what looks like 2 reds, which makes a lot of sense based off of the fact that he took all the rune chance.
Chain close, finishing edge will wind up.
Play the Funeral Moon, generate 2 rune chance, and then he can arsenal the last card. He still has 1 in Blood Debt, so he's going to go down to 8 here. But with the extra attack in arsenal.
So with only 2 cards to fight with, I think it's going to be very difficult for Jacob to challenge JJ's hand to the extent that he'll be willing to give much up.
Oh, and then the classic RKO 1 card 6 play.
Oh, this is beautiful. Nimby going to get almost assuredly a blue Nimblism.
Yes.
Tunic up on 3, making this potentially a 1 card 6. Math-wise, it's great. We love it.
We take those.
However, given this current game state, 6 is not 8.
6 is most definitely not 8. And putting it JJ to 2, while yes, it can mean like JJ's really gonna have to monitor what he puts in Banish or Blood Debt. He can just kind of maneuver his blocks at least to a bit to kind of minimize the risk. So he does have a rune gate. He does have a big attack in his arsenal. So at very worst, he can like pitch a card to play that instead of having to necessarily banish something. Using the Tunic, using this to go up to 6. Looks like JJ has another reduced to rune chance, go up to 3 rune chance. Covering 6, take 2, go down to 6. So 4 plays 6, or sorry, 6 plays 4. Let's see, JJ's turn.
I think JJ smells blood.
I think he does too. Banishing a Mordred Tide. Like, I don't need this card. Playing another Mordred Tide. So 3rd Mordred Tide into a
here's a shadow not attack
shadow
action.
Puppetry.
Do we see a Vynnset activation?
He is paying it. Represented by the red die, the 1 unpreventable. So JJ going down to 5 and sending the Deathly Wail. So this has go again.
That's scary.
That is frightening.
That's scary. You have to respect these rune chants, or you will die. Your game will be over. You can't simply eat this arcane. Then you've got 7 go again.
Yes, 7 go again.
7 go again
with a look and a potential banish off the top, and it's going to be if it'll be 3 rune chants on the back end with the Mordred Tide.
Oh, this is terrifying.
Yes,
and if nothing else, Flail of Agony sitting right there.
Mm-hmm. Pitch the blue insult to injury to cover the 3 other rune chants. Then you're still dealing with the 7. Now, there's 2/3 blocks, and the last block on Scabs will cover that pretty nicely, but you're still...
Even Tunic at this point would be fine to give up, I think. The game's, we got our Tunic activation. You're probably not going to get another unless things really slow down.
Very unlikely so. Yep. So it looks like he is. Does he have 2D reacts?
Must be 2. Must be 2.
Yep. Sync. sink and then take one. Okay, so this was a blue Deathly
Oh,
Real,
I
and
see.
then
Of
it comes in
course, yeah, for
for 5. So
5.
JJ gets the look.
Oh, I see. JJ did give us a 5 die there.
Yeah.
Just didn't catch it.
Okay. Yes.
Choosing to banish or
5 go
no,
again.
JJ?
So by the look of it, it's by the fact that he didn't instantly snap it off. It's not a rune gate attack.
Now, given this turn of events, with Jacob having 3 cards left, I might be a little less inclined to the Flail of Agony activation.
Mm-hmm.
Especially given that Jacob can just push his tunic in front of it. And you've essentially -1 yourself for no value.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you taking the tunic is value, but it's not going to be a material change on the game state.
Yeah. I could see so he would get 3 rune chance on the back end if he breaks chain here. So then sending the flail there still says, you're going to give me another card, and then you have to block with one of your pieces of armor. So I believe he still has 1 block left on his scabs, if I remember correctly. Can't really see it based off the die, like the position of the die, but I believe he still has 1 block left. So it looks like, yep, JJ going to break the chain, generate 3 rune chance with the Mordred Tide.
I think you have to go for it, don't you?
Pay
Pay the 1 life to send. Oh no!
I think it's pretty reasonable just to hold off here. JJ having a Malefic, our first deep recesses, which is
Here's our scabs activation.
Yep.
Let's see.
Scabs activation,
6.
3
Ooh,
action points.
3 action points.
But realistically, with 3 cards, it's probably 2 action points worth.
Probably. Might be exactly what Jacob needed to claw back into this game, though.
Yes.
Get it? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
we're seeing this cheeky pursuit of knowledge. I enjoy this one.
I really like that as an include in this list.
Yeah, I might have to toy around with it. Looks like you had at least 2 of them, so I can get behind it. One action point left, and after this, 1 resource. Those were the cards in his hand, so he's not representing an RKO activation, but this is still 4. This is still
What could that arsenal card be that we're worried about? What are we going to do with 1 resource, an action point, and a card in arsenal? Another looking for scrap, maybe?
Maybe. I think in Jacob's spot, if that was another looking for scrap, I think you lead.
You lead with it, yeah. But maybe we're just trying to get blocking cards out of JJ's hand. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's thinking he's safe for the turn.
So maybe it's a mocking blow. Maybe it's a insult to red, like a red insult to injury or something. Sure. That could just be a head jab.
Looks like we're just ending the turn.
Yep.
Not able to find a use for those action points, unfortunately.
Tunic 3.
JJ banishing
the deep recesses to really force it home here. This is 4 rune chance and 6, with the on damage of banishing a card. Banishing a card from. Let's see, this is from graveyard. Or take a card and banish, but or take a card in the graveyard and banish it.
Now, I don't believe we see it. We have an extra action point here.
Correct.
No go again. So we could pitch a blue.
Yes.
Go to 1. Block with 2 cards. And then I don't think we've seen a call hit the bin. Oh, no, he blocked with the call on the very first turn.
The very first turn. There is a call there. So that can really set up some just filthy plays. Covering the rune chance, covering 3 of the rune chance, go down to 1. Still staring down 6.
Tough spot for Jacob. He's surely thinking, I have the block value to do this. Ooh, an overcrowded making an appearance. Now that's interesting.
Yes.
Not enough to save him on its own.
Yeah,
Surely
that
we'll
is
see another defending card here, possibly a D-React. Maybe that's a D-React in Arsenal. That's why Jacob didn't do anything with it last turn.
might be. That's still blocking for 3. Blocking. See, that's 4. And there are a number of cards too in the RKO list that block for 2. So
Fair.
I can see that that come into play. Like so, the overcrowded block for 3, armor block, and then plus another 2 block would make a lot of sense. Yes,
There's NIMBY.
NIMBY blocking for 2.
Yep.
So covering the 6. So banishing that face down.
And surely we're going to see a call taking Jacob's last card.
So definitely, take one of those 1 costs. Which there's still going to be some more, but kind of so wasn't able to get his own that turn, but still pressuring Jacob down to 1.
Of course, yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to damage himself, so he couldn't banish the call.
But at this point, if JJ don't see a Shadow non-attack offhand, but if he has one,
Then
that's
it's
just
categorically over.
Yeah,
unless we have some life gain to supplement.
Yes. We've seen we've seen two sigils play.
Yeah.
There's definitely a third, potentially a cheeky yellow sigil in there too. I've seen that come up periodically in RKO lists. So it's the red Mocking Blow in Arsenal. This is
Card text not live, sadly.
And there's not that. I don't know. I guess Concealed Object is an instant speed boo. So just buying the trading card for card. Arsenal last card.
Here comes JJ. As his opponent draws up.
So we have
it can be hard to choose that Vynnset banish.
for sure.
Widespread.
Banish the widespread destruction. Yeah, pitching to Rune Chance here. And then just gonna present the 3 and 6 coming back with a Rune Chant on the back end, saying give me cardboard again.
JJ recognizing, perhaps inefficiently, converting 2 cards into a Rune Chant. The old 2-card 1 never feels good, but that's what enabled this very disruptive play as well. 3 and 6. Every point of damage comes with the best on-hit in the game.
Yes.
Which is death.
Yes. Dead opponents do no damage.
So the widespread destruction's text is effectively blank.
Mm-hmm. But still, this forces at least 3 cards out of Jacob here.
And as we've seen, especially when playing from behind, RKO is going to struggle to put it together on 1 card.
Yes.
You need to be getting those vigors. He no longer has access to his tunic. We are at time in the round as well.
This game definitely can go a touch long. Jacob does have the sigil.
He has the sigil. Look at that. For a moment ago, I thought for certain we were going to see the Runeblade walk away victorious, but unfortunately, I think a draw is looking fairly likely at this time.
Very, very likely.
Doesn't happen that often in Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
Most games do come to a natural conclusion.
Yep. So, Jacob ditching the outsider interference almost certainly just to get a 3 block.
My favorite types of effects in TCG is
the wish effects.
The toolbox wish effects.
Yep. Part of the reason why I love this hero myself. Yep, getting a big bully just to come in on blocking duty, taking 3,
Going
go
back
down
to
to
one.
1, and then the arsenal card gets banished, which looks like it's just a command and conquer. Kind of a tough spot.
No, I did not see which player was active when time was called. Did you, Charlie?
I did not.
So I think at the very least, this should be the last turn of the game. Though our future match players are typically extended a small extension to account for setup time. So that might be what we're seeing here.
Yes. Could be it's a very interesting spot here. It looks like there's a call, a widespread ruin, a red deathly whale, and a funeral moon. So it's not really a good way to get a second or get go again on an action to where he can pay the life, make something unpreventable, come in with an attack. So just blocking with the cold, taking 1. No, this makes sense. Then
And we do see a draw. So both players at 2-0-1, still very live for top 8. Folks, we will be back for round 4 very shortly. Thanks for sticking with us.
Absolutely.
We'll see you soon. Side event, Charlie.
Indeed.
Players who have decided, hold that thought. We see JJ opening a 10-pack.
Oh. And you
What did I just see? JJ, show us those cards again.
Oh, jeez.
What did I just see him open?
A Will of Arcana.
Oh my goodness.
That's wild.
JJ looks confused. Look at him looking at the camera.
Like, did
I just open a Will of Arcana?
Did I just like
He just found a Fable, a 10-pack.
That's so good.